everybody, welcome back to the beginning of yet another Halloweenfest for SGB. I'm Johnny.
I'm Elliot.
I'm Matt.
I'm Greg.
And first up to bat is something that apparently, because we did Dead by Daylight, means we're not doing anymore, Castlevania. Because we did the Dead by Daylight. Some of you guys are concerned that we're not doing Castlevania games anymore. It's like, we didn't say that.
It's like, bro, calm down.
We didn't say anything. We didn't say that. It was just for fun.
Because we did a game with Castlevania in it doesn't mean we're skipping Castlevania outright.
For our first video for today, it's not going to be a Metroidvania because look, I know a lot of you guys are asking, oh, you guys should do Castlevania Circle of the Moon for Halloweenfest. Circle of the Moon's a Metroidvania, and it's going to take multiple hours to complete, and we only have so much time. So for the sake of the for the sake of the new format of Halloweenfest, we're going to keep it short and simple. And it just so happens that the latest Castlevania Dominus collection, which first off, finally, holy shit, these games have been locked on the DS for so long. But
I screamed in my work truck when I heard it was announced, and again when it was released that same day.
But to the shock and awe of everybody, they went and also included not just the original Haunted Castle on the arcade, which do not play, it's not a good game, it's not very fun at all. They went and did the Castlevania Adventure Rebirth thing for it and completely remade it from scratch and gave us a version of Haunted Castle that's actually playable. And that's what I'm going to be playing as first for
and
this.
Pretty damn good too.
Yeah, like this is legit a fantastic version of what's otherwise, another iteration of the original Castlevania, because Haunted Castle was just like, for the longest time, the arcade version of Castlevania 1. And it was, by all definitions, probably the most obnoxious quarter muncher you'll ever play in your life.
Which is the point of the quarter munchers.
No, but even so, dude, I'm talking about a game that as soon as you fucking move right, you're dead. Another quarter, try again.
And what's amazing about that game, you have to remember, for everybody that's for anybody like in our time that has played it and said, "Oh my god, this game is terrible," you have to play with a joystick.
Yeah.
If you're in the arcade, you've got a joystick and arcade buttons. It's like, I cannot imagine that game with a joystick.
So I believe, because spoiler warning, I practiced this beforehand. Actually, let me check my options real quick because the second playthrough was on easy, so I'm going to put it back onto normal. Which, by the way, the difficulty in this game affects damage output and damage received. The game is more than playable on normal mode. Don't worry about that. But if you're not sure, play it on easy. And I mean, you still have to worry about bottomless pits on the occasion. But if you're not sure, I absolutely recommend you play it on easy for the first time.
Hey, quit being a bitch and put on the smoothing.
I'm not going to, because I don't like having semen in my eyes.
Scan lines and smoothing. There we go.
No, the screen's too dark.
It does look dark.
The screen is way too dark, in my opinion.
Let's go.
Yeah, we can at least put scan lines on. All right, let me make sure that that's all good. Return to game. I love this title screen opening. Although, small critique, Dracula's face on the title screen is not as nearly as derpy as it was in the arcade original, which I did really like.
He's just like,
what? So our story begins with Simon, and he's getting hitched. He got married, and then Dracula immediately plays the cuckold game.
Oh no! I played. Wait, oh my god!
Why did she pratfall like that?
Yeah, she like those videos where people get tased.
Simon gets so pissed. He gets so pissed. He goes Super Saiyan. I'm gonna whip.
She's just like stiffened up like she got tased at the beginning of a Ghosts and Goblins game, apparently.
Yeah. So again, I did a practice run of this early in the morning, and I kind of was not just paying attention to the opening cutscene because it's like it's blink and you miss it. I completely missed your wife just falling like that.
Oh my god!
Shit, that took me off guard, dude. Anyway, so the name of the game.
I didn't even think they had weddings and shit like in that style back in like 1099 or something with Simon.
No, this is so Simon Belmont's like the age period of Simon Belmont, I want to say is 1700s or 1600s. Is it
1700s? I didn't realize it was that.
No,
I thought it was later.
Richter was because remember, in the original timeline of Castlevania, like the Belmont clan started with Trevor. From Castlevania 3. This is before like Lament of Innocence, before Leon Belmont was a thing and all that sort of
Leon
jazz.
Belmont, the monster.
Yeah. Oh well. He was chronologically the first Belmont, I want to say. But originally, Trevor was supposed to be the first Belmont, and then his grandson would be Simon, the protagonist of Castlevania 1.
So I guess being the hero skips a generation, huh?
Yeah, like
why is it Trevor and then his grandson?
Yeah, then his I don't. Maybe because they never made a game with Trevor's son, if that was the intent.
Well, he had bigger aspirations than to be a vampire killer. Let's be honest.
His name was Bill. It just didn't look that good on the game cover.
Bill Belmont.
Belmont. No,
And,
father, I don't want to be a vampire killer. I want to follow my dream and become a clown.
And looking up some stuff about Haunted Castle. Apparently, the wife's name is Selena.
Selena, okay, interesting. I'm surprised they gave her a name, but how much of a non-entity she is in this. But you know, she is a damsel in distress. She is our wife that needs to be rescued, and that is the name of the game. We are going to Dracula, not so much to fulfill our Belmont legacies, because he fucking took her wife. We gotta go rescue her.
I completely forgot. Have you guys seen the original? Have you guys seen the U.S. advertisement for this game?
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Holy fucking shit!
If it's the one I'm thinking about, Dracula looks like he just beefed it, and he's wondering what the fuck is that smell. Yeah, that one's an amazing picture.
And then the tombstone literally just says stone on it, in case you didn't know what it was made of.
Well, there goes. That's your thumbnail image.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh, look at that! That's awesome.
Oh shit!
Is this am I looking at the right one where the girl's like, what's happening here? Like, she's not even sure she's on a photo shoot.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because the girl looks right out of an 80s like Playboy spread, but Dracula is just Dracula.
He looks like he was going behind the tombstones, and then his zipper got caught in his penis.
Oh, yeah, that's the face he's making.
So anyway, stage 2, and just in terms, like, I'm not gonna go into like the stage. I mean, you go left or you go right and you whip shit. That's Castlevania. That's classic Mania in a nutshell. Stage 2 introduces these skeletons, and they trick you for a bit, because the first enemy you run into is just your run-of-the-mill basic ass skeleton, same as it ever was. But starting with the second skeleton and beyond, when you kill a skeleton, they become a spirit that will try and dive bomb you as like a cute little gotcha. Which was really fucking obnoxious in the arcade original. And again, I have to stress, folks, don't play the arcade original. It's not a good game.
You've got this, other than nostalgia, right?
Yeah,
other than
it's for the nostalgia, or if you really like twisting your nuts in a really like an ironclad vice, you go play it.
Or if you feel like you want to have the same face as Dracula in the U.S. advertisement.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
dude, I have to stress. I did a review on it a few years ago. It was my Haunted Castle Castlevania Chronicles video, and I played that because originally, my friend Derek was in the middle of his Castlevania thought. He was playing every Castlevania game released.
Oh yeah.
And he dared me to do a review on Haunted Castle because he was playing it himself. I was like, dude, this game is pee pee poo poo. like this game is hot dog shit. But I dare you to make a review on it. And I was like, okay, I'll play it. And then it's like, oh, this shit.
You had never played it before then?
No, I never played it before. I've only heard of it. I've only heard of it. It was a game I would read on. You ever gone on like a Hardcore Gaming 101? Oh, that website.
No, I've been to other hardcore sites though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And the number wasn't 101, if you know what I mean.
There were no numbers.
Yeah. But that's what I would originally learn about it.
There were numbers. This hardcore 30.
Yeah, but that's where I originally learned about it. But back then there was no real way of playing it outside of emulation. But I wasn't really familiar with arcade emulation at the time.
Oh, I thought because it's on the Chronicles, right? Isn't it on the?
It's on
Chronicles PS1
Haunted
game?
Castle. Haunted Castle. The arcade original Haunted Castle is part of the Konami Arcade Classics. You can get it on Xbox. You can get it on PlayStation. That's the first.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The Castlevania Chronicles that's on
the PS1. The PS1
I thought
game.
that had it too.
No, it did not.
I think that's
no.
That was just the original Castlevania Chronicles, which I think was X64000 game.
The X68000.
X Sharp 68000, and it also had an arrangement mode. which was exclusive to the Castlevania Chronicles collection on PlayStation 1. Which I recommend if you have to play Castlevania Chronicles, you play the arrangement mode because it's actually playable. Yeah. Castlevania Chronicles, as originally released, is I shit you not, one of the most difficult classic Manias ever released.
Yeah, it's still hard as balls.
Yeah, it's remarkably difficult, and like at some point or another, like just for a bit, I will play it for this channel because it's classic Mania, and it also has a bopping soundtrack.
Because you just can't help but get your nuts twisted in a very uncomfortable way.
I mean, at the same time, though, like I love Castlevania, dude. Like classic or Metroidvania, otherwise, I love a classic Mania. The fact that I'm playing this now for Halloweenfest is like fills me with all kinds of giddy joy. And look, again,
honestly, I'm more of a Metroidvania guy than a classic.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. But honestly, like the smile on my face, and Matt, we were getting into this earlier about like the Castlevania Dominus collection finally being a thing.
Yes.
Like meant a whole bunch because finally the DS games are out of the DS prison. But like
we have a way to record them.
Yeah, we have an easier way to record them. But also it was also because like despite nobody asking, because who the fuck cares about Haunted Castle?
Yeah,
they didn't need to do it, but they gave Haunted Castle the Castlevania Rebirth treatment, and they made a very playable version of a notoriously hard game.
See, now rare Konami W.
Yeah,
in fact, they actually are about to be 2 for 2 as of tomorrow on October 8th.
Well, I mean, like I was already on that boat as soon as I got it on October 6th. So
October 6th, we picked the fuck.
By the way, I'd like to point out that he fell down a hole.
Good news, by the way, just coincidentally bad release date timing, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'd like to point out he fell down a hole and didn't just insta die. He just loses health,
which is very unusual. Very unusual, but I am not bitching.
I wonder if that's part of the difficulty.
No, it happens in any difficulty.
Okay.
To my knowledge, because the only difficulty I've not played is hard. Which is funny because like in the arcade original, you also have a difficulty select in that too. And that shit goes from easy, normal, hard to brutal. I can only assume brutal is arcade original.
Yeah. Just shows up, kills you at the fucking intro instead of taking your wife.
But all of
shows up, kills you, and takes your wife.
But all the bosses that we're fighting are in the arcade original. There's no unique boss for this remaster or remake, I should say. That said, not everything was brought back from the arcade original. And by that, I mean sub-weapons, because the sub-weapons in this game are still your tried and true classic Vania sub-weapons, but they take on a different spin.
For the cross. The
cross is a boomerang. It's just a dead-ass boomerang in this.
Yeah.
Which I remember like in the arcade original, it was like a metal tube sock. I remember that's what I called it. But the only sub weapon to my knowledge that did not make the transfer over to the arcade from the arcade is the stopwatch. That is not in this game. And I think for good reason, the stopwatch was pretty busted. Like if you were good enough to hold on to it, it made bosses a complete non-issue.
That means Konami going to go see your quarters.
Yeah, but why would that matter in a remaster that's released for consoles?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they say that. So they said, you know what? Adios to that.
Yeah. Let's just get rid of who can tell time in this day and age? Not Simon. So anyway, if you got this far in the arcade original, sorry,
you were rich.
No. If you were rich, your ass is broke now, because at this point in the arcade original, the game becomes fucking impossible, and the main culprit are the Fleamen. The Fleamen in the arcade original were so obnoxiously aggressive and took multiple hits to kill that there is just no fucking way you can kill them before getting shit on yourself. Thankfully for the remaster, the Fleamen are nowhere near as aggressive. Yeah, I mean, they're also huge. I mean, they were also huge in the arcade too. But they do not travel horizontally nearly as far as they did in the arcade. So, and not because of that, they're just kind of a non-issue. They're more of a nuisance, as standard Fleamen usually are in Classic Mania.
Now, were there any sub-weapons effective against them, or you just ate shit?
You just ate shit, because like I have to stress, Matt, if you're curious enough, play the arcade original yourself, how fucking fast the Fleamen were in the arcade game. Like we're talking like, so I want you to picture a regular Fleamen, but their horizontal movement is like twice as fast from like regular Castlevania.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I already have an idea of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an easy reference to go with that.
And it's not even so much about the speeds. Again, to reiterate, they take multiple hits to kill. So and they don't.
They're launching at you.
They're launching at you. You hit them, but they're still launching at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you saw that, right?
Yeah, I did see that.
The bloody tear. That was sick.
A bloody tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like
Singular.
And I like that portrait in the last area that kind of looked like Carmen Sandiego. Or possibly a red mage.
I also just noticed you have a time limit.
Yeah, because again, it's based off of the arcade game, which had a time limit in that one. The time limit's not an issue.
That was Castlevania 1 and like most of the platform Vanias, they had that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, basically, if you ran out of time, the trail went cold and you never found your way
The trail went cold. We're in the castle.
I guess we'll never find Dracula despite having this map saying I am over here.
Okay, well I trust you.
No, you don't fight unless you play hard difficulty. You don't fight Dracula. You fight Lacula. He lacks the Drac.
I just appreciate that he gives you a certain amount of time to. Otherwise, he'll kill her. But then he keeps resetting the timer.
All right, we're gonna do it again. It just hits
What's more from the top, Belmont?
Die.
So like just notice that sound he made when he got hit
It was more guttural in the original. It was like, basically.
God.
It's about as crunchy in the audio as you can imagine it.
I wonder if there's a mod where you can mod in like anime girls.
Oh,
God.
Where he gets hit, he's like,
sick of this.
Well, I mean, if you ever want to play like a Castlevania game with like an all-female cast, you can play Tohovania. But that only really matters if you're like into the Toho series, of which I am not familiar with it. So a lot of references go over my head.
Every time everybody says Toho, my brain goes to Toe Ball.
Toe ball? What is that?
Toe Ball number
Toe
one.
ball.
Oh, toe ball. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, I go towards foot fetish.
So hold on.
I'm not much of a Toho.
Wait, what's Tobal?
Toe
ball number one. It was a
Whoa, hold on, whoa, one at a time.
It was a PS1 like action adventure sort of game, but it had the demo for Final Fantasy VII, and that's what really matters.
Yeah, that's the only reason why people bought it.
Yeah, unfortunately, and it wasn't really that bad of a game.
I remember this thing from Medieval, except this is a lot better than a Medieval Stained Demon.
Yeah, I remember the chandelier dude.
The stained glass demon.
The stained glass demon. That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You actually you didn't like that guy at all.
No, I had no problem. It was just it was easy enough.
Yeah. He's not a big deal in this either.
But Matt, as soon as it gets to the stained glass demon, baga.
Yeah, we're already halfway through the game. So, Carrie, and and personally speaking, I think that's the hardest boss in the game. Next to the final phase of Dracula, but that's more because of how overwhelming things could be. But we really have nothing to worry about because Haunted Castle Revisited essentially gives you unlimited lives. You have a live counter on the top left here, but if it goes to 0, the worst thing that happens is that your score gets reduced to 0.
Right.
So if you're like trying to keep a high score for like when you put your initials in at the end, then you don't want that to happen. But if you're just trying to finish the game, like Castlevania 1, you have unlimited tries.
And finally, a mummy designed for the husky gentleman.
Yeah, I know. These guys are pretty fucking thick.
Yeah, I like
mummy, more like hunky.
Yeah.
Am I right?
more like daddy.
Papa.
Not daddy.
Daddy, yeah. Wait, hold on. I feel like I've heard someone say a Mummy and Daddy reference. I don't know why. Or I could be just thinking of Dead and Daddy.
But here's my question though. Where's Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
There's no Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Back in WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck.
I just realized that statue of Dracula there.
Not a rock fan, Elliot.
Let me have the Scorpion King back.
When are they gonna get back to Egypt? I think someone was probably watching like what was the third Mummy movie? It was like Tomb of the Emperor or something.
Tomb of the Emperor Dragon. Dragon Emperor.
I never watched that one, but I'm pretty sure someone there was asking when are they gonna get back to Egypt. It's like they're not going to Egypt.
Really not. The movie that the script was so uninteresting that what's her name decided not to do it.
That's right. She was recast.
Rachel Weisz, and that was why because she read the script and she said she didn't like it.
Yeah.
So they just recast her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
She read somebody who was going to do it for the money, and then they realized, oh fuck.
She read the script. Just wow. This is shit.
And now I will trust her forever. Because then she did Constantine, and Constantine is awesome.
Constantine is I've not watched that movie fully, but I want to because Keanu Reeves.
Oh, it's so good.
I also found out like not that recently, but like a little after like Constantine like the movie came out, that's part of the DC universe, and I never knew that until
John Constantine.
Yeah, Constantine is, but this version kind of isn't. He's like not blonde in this one. And he's Keanu Reeves. He's not British.
Yeah, but like if you look at everything in terms of like all the advertisements saying like, oh, directed by this person, this was written by this person, starring Keanu Reeves. It says there that the DC emblem's there.
Yeah, it's Constantine itself is a DC property.
Yeah,
it's a damn good movie though. It's so good.
Fun. I give it.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Every once in a while, so to quickly go back into the game real quick, the glowing orb that I'm picking up real quick is a temporary whip upgrade. I want to emphasize temporary because when you pick it up, you have a green meter underneath your sub weapon that shows you how much longer you have it. That is how you naturally run out of it, though. If you get
pick up that cross, you're making me feel bad.
No, I don't want the Holy Cross in this one because like the Holy Cross is a screen nuke. It costs the most hearts though, and it's not very good. Like it's meant more for enemy fodder. Not very good for bosses, in my opinion.
Sorry,
so I'm not
I didn't mean to
gonna
interrupt you. But...
No, it's fine. The whip power up is really good in this game, but you don't have it for long. It's a very temporary power up. You also lose it if you get hit. Like Castlevania Bloodlines in the Genesis.
In terms of an arcade, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, this is not an arcade game now. Like, making this version of the game effectively makes it a console exclusive.
Yeah,
game.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
You kind of keep forgetting that it's not like they remade. This is like a remade arcade version. This is a remade version for home systems. So all of that arcade stuff, they should probably have just removed.
Although maybe in some arcade venue, if not here, then in Japan, they have this on a cabinet somewhere.
Ooh, that would be kind of cool.
Japan more than likely, I would say.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Do you ring up credits to start the game?
No.
Like if you run out of lives, could you put in more credits, quote unquote?
Not in this
so it's
version of the
not
game.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's not actually built.
But they can
Like,
easily
it's not
code
built
in.
to
They
simulate.
can easily code in a limitation though. For
Oh,
arcade
yeah.
purposes.
Like you have revisited for consoles, and then you have an arcade specifically made version.
The
of Haunted Castle
microtransactions, 25 cents to keep playing.
Yeah, I always say that.
That's what arcades are essentially.
Yeah, I always tell people
they're all microtransactions.
I always tell people, like, whenever people complain about microtransactions, my joke is always, could you imagine if they charge you 25 cents just to press start?
Yeah, so this boss has changed a bit from the arcade, and they made him more like Balor from Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow too. He doesn't have a
I would
laser.
say
though.
technically Dawn. Aria is more of a straightforward fight, but this is clearly.
But it's the same dude though. It's just that he was not into BDSM in Aria of Sorrow than he was in Dawn. From the top of my head, he also does not have the big fuck you laser in this. He will pound the ground, and that's like the longest range attack. I actually find this fight pretty simple. I say that as I eat dirt.
Monster uppercut.
But you're just switching between hitting the jewel in the chest to hitting the jewel in the head, which is like it's really good to have the axe for this weapon.
Yes, the single jewel and the family jewels.
Yeah.
Well said. Except he doesn't really have any family jewels down there anymore.
Yeah.
There's no moon to circle.
Oh,
God,
there
shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Goodbye, Balor.
He broke my crystal gem.
I'm in so much pain. And if you think I'm not, then it just flatlines.
2 more stages.
All right, penultimate stage, and this is a battle against Frankenstein's creature, or Frankie, I guess you want to call him.
monster. It's Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein's monster. Well, the creature. I think the creature is what they call it. In Castlevania.
In Castlevania, I think it was called the creature.
So if you, I know we have the soundtrack kind of lowered for the sake of let's play purposes, but if you know your Castlevania, this song sounds really familiar because this song would get remixed in Dawn of Sorrow, which in retrospect makes it very fucking strange that they took a Haunted Castle song in Dawn of Sorrow and just gave it a remix.
No, you know what's insane? They took a Haunted Castle character like Simon Belmont and put him into Castlevania.
That's so crazy.
That's fucking weird.
Well, you say that though, but Castlevania started on the NES. It wasn't an arcade game first that went to the NES. No, the opposite. It was the NES game came first. Haunted Castle was later. This was 1986 or 88. I want to say. Castlevania, Castlevania originally was 86 for the Famicom.
Okay, so it's a reverse Contra where Contra started on the
Contra started
game.
as an arcade game.
I can't believe Castlevania came first before my dad.
Wow. That
I've been playing Castlevania before you were a sparkle in your dad's eye. Oh, shit.
Can you believe that I was playing Castlevania longer than when you were just swimming in my balls?
Anyway, so the enemy of choice for this one are the ghost heads. You know, you've seen these before in other Castlevania games.
They all suck.
The way they behave in this game is very peculiar because when they spawn, they will zoom in on your location when they spawned in. So if you move the moment they start zooming towards you, you'll always dodge them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, like right here, I'm starting here. I'm gonna move slightly to the right. Yeah. He goes to where you were originally.
Don't move.
No, stop.
No.
I'm gonna get you. Damn it.
Why do I always say boo? Just gives them a chance to run away.
Well, I'm an idiot. Oh, I forgot that axis.
It looks like part of the background.
Yeah, it does kind of look like part of the background a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You almost got hit with the one downstairs, and I thought the same thing. Like, oh, that's part of the. Okay. Oh my god.
Holy hell!
That's how he got his part in his hair.
I had long hair.
Someone's combing their hair down the middle.
Like you rescue Selena, she doesn't even know who you are anymore.
My man had a full lock of hair. What the hell are you?
Simon, you come to rescue. What the hell happened to you? I mean, it's
Selena?
a new.
I wanted sexy Simon. All I got now was buzz cut Bill.
Bill Belmont. Big Bill. Or Big Bill Hell Belmont.
Fuck you, Dracula!
It's called fashion, Selena. Look it up.
Yo, I could really use some fucking wall meat right now, though. Not gonna lie.
Hey, yo,
is there wall meat?
There is, yeah. There's meat in candles. I'm not sure if there's wall meat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen you got any out of a wall.
I mean, I thought I saw one that was in the wall. Holy shit!
There was one inside of a candle in the wall, but there wasn't one inside of a wall itself.
Got it.
Not in like a traditional fashion. All right, so this boss is kind of weird because like he always starts by okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna take the L there. That's fine.
Oh no! Oh, he's alive. Okay.
Yeah, so the dude on the right looks dead, but this is Castlevania. Skeletons move, so the skeleton is actually alive. And every once in a while, he's gonna get up and supercharge the creature to do what's otherwise unavoidable dash across the screen, and you get him to stop by whipping him.
Okay.
Now, if you're too far away, the creature will do. He does a tremor. Tremor Belmont is my favorite from Castlevania. If he gets too close, though, he does like a. Yeah. Stop that.
See that's the skeleton is people waiting for news on the Switch too. and then every time there's even the slightest rumor,
Yeah.
he gets up and makes a video.
Oh, the content creator.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the content creator.
He's just
waiting
the
for Switch
content
2 news.
creator, I see. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna.
Someone smelled food and it reminded them of the Switch 2. Gotta make a video.
Switch 2 is gone woke. Here's what it means for you.
Oh, see, I get it because he woke up.
I actually love. Yeah, when the skeleton cranks the lever to power up the monster, it sounds like he's opening a door. That's the sound effect they used.
Yeah, it is just
Yeah,
an
why
AOL
is that
Instant Messenger sound effect.
Yeah, what the hell?
Ding ding doo doo.
Yes. Let me check my aim.
Stop that. I like that attack. I don't know why I'm just swinging the chains.
Yeah,
the fact that it's not even a matter of swinging the chains. The fact that he has to kneel down to hit Simon is really funny.
For me, it's like it's menacing, but it's only half a chain, so it's just really short.
Yeah.
Wait, how to properly talk to short people?
Does that include swinging the chains?
Just nail down and hit him with a chain.
Dingly, 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 dingly.
All right, final stage, and there really isn't much of a stage to this one. Once we cross the bridge, it's boss time.
Classic.
But we also get Heart of Fire, dude. I fucking love this theme so much. Julius would have this as a theme in Aria Sorrow when you play Julius mode.
The green for the whip power is the timer, not.
Yeah.
I thought it was whip. Like I thought it was as you whip, it ran out.
Yeah, it's a timer.
I didn't realize.
No, I thought it was a sub weapon cooldown meter.
No, it was not. You have no cooldown. All you have to do is just look at your hearts for ammunition.
Yeah, your heart's for the sub weapon. But when you said it, I thought, oh, okay. When you whip, it drains it. Like no, it just you picked it up and it just automatically started draining.
You think when they're training to use a vampire killer, as soon as they do a really good whip, yes, you whip really good.
No.
Damn it! How did Simon get here? Well, sir, I told you to stop using those enemies that turn into stairs.
But I liked them. They're aesthetically pleasing.
They were on sale.
Belmont keeps stealing all my cash.
Got a 30.
I need that money to buy my fucking wine glasses.
Fucking useless ass werewolf.
There's no
Now
world
he's
for
gonna
this.
be a regular ass enemy.
How the fuck do I get up there? I see these candles up there, and they're just there to tease me.
That's the fun part. That's the fun part. You
God
don't.
Damn it. All right, final boss
I mean,
battle time.
Oh,
Believe it or not, yeah. But like again, once you cross the bridge, that's it.
Oh, look, she's still there, stiff as a board.
So anyway, Dracula, feeling tired from using regular ass fireballs, decides to go the Dio Brando method from JoJo, and just
That's a
throw
JoJo
knives.
reference.
Yeah, that is a
Good.
it has to be a JoJo reference.
Goodbye, Simon.
Good.
this is two form, right?
Say what?
This is a two form battle.
This is a two-phase battle, yeah, of course.
Of course it is.
Eh.
Damn!
The imagery.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool though.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty sick imagery.
That goes a little hard. Whoa! Holy shit!
So good thing about Phase 2 Dracula is that from this point forward, the battle starts here.
Thank God.
Thank
So
God.
you don't have to do
That's
the
good.
entire thing. Fucking
Yeah, circle the fucking moon.
Oh my God. Dude, jump scare.
So there are 4 Dracula heads here. The thing you're aiming for is the floating orb above. But each of the 4 heads do a different attack, depending on which one's attacking. This one I hate because I don't know how to avoid it. It comes in so fast. This one's pretty easy to avoid. You just travel across the ground.
So it's like when you have the goggles on in Symphony in the Night and you're fighting Richter. Essentially, you're hitting that thing.
you're hitting the shaft orb. Laser, you duck. Every once in a while, after you hit the orb enough, you will temporarily disable one of the heads, which makes the battle a little easier. So you're not trying to do so much at once. Still, though, you have to hit the orb until the boss is dead, until everything is done.
I like when the pillars of fire comes. Like,
So if you hit your wife above there, does that give you the bad end?
No, it does not. She's out of reach. She's out of reach.
Not if you have a sub weapon.
Yeah, right.
Quick, hit her with an axe. Put her out of her misery.
Time.
And that's game. What if I missed?
Wrong.
What if she put you through that just as a means of a honeymoon?
No. The kicker is you have to do it again. It's the wrong castle.
Why does she have like a photorealistic face?
Yeah, you saw that too, right?
Yeah.
Her
She
face is
just
so
had like a very
realistic.
photorealistic face.
She had a portrait.
Listen, the game goes gold tomorrow. We haven't designed the girl. I know. I'll just take a random photo I found on Google.
Quick, grab a picture of my secretary.
Your hair.
Honey, why do you smell like burnt hair?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, but that's it. That is the end of Haunted Castle. I'm sorry, I was gonna call it Castlevania, but that is the end of our playthrough of Haunted Castle Revisited for the beginning of Halloweenfest. We hope you guys look forward to what we have in store starting tomorrow and beyond. Because as always, we're doing the new format change where until Halloween we have a new video per day until October 31st. Well, I guess till November 1st, if we're being accurate here.
Technically, yeah.
But after we get through the first initial run-throughs of what we have in store for you guys, we're then going to start taking Patreon requests that we've asked you guys to leave suggestions in the Patreon, which you can find here in the card up top. And we want to thank you guys real quick for giving us suggestions that are under an hour long. Some of you did not watch the video and suggested like 6-hour games, but that's a suggestion is a suggestion. We're not going to rag on you too hard for that one, but still, we want to thank you guys for showing your love and support for this and on the main feed. And as such, starting with these videos, we're going to end every video with a couple of patron shoutouts. Not going to do too many because we got another video tomorrow for more patron shoutouts. But I want to take this time to personally thank some of our longest running patrons. Nurbit, Kiyoshomi, Sam Martins, Jep, Mike Westman, Beowulf the Bounty Hunter, Toaster 1012, Shadow Goku 21, KB, Prince Fluff Ivy, Ben Sapai 97, Anguishful, and Michael Cook. We will thank more patrons with tomorrow's Halloweenfest video. But with all that,
I don't even know any of them.
We'll get. You know what? We're gonna have fun with it later. I'm gonna send you guys a list, and you guys are gonna feel my pain when I get to the end of my versus videos trying to read some of these fucking names.
Oh yeah.
And I think we could have some fun with that. But with all that said, we'll see you guys tomorrow for more Halloweenfest goodness. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.